almost there. I don't know if you're hearing the same horrible zombie noises I'm hearing. They're pretty awful. We're live apparently. There we go. Right. Look at that. Some zombies. Okay, so yesterday we played through a whole bunch of Resident Evil. And we enjoyed it. I think we're slightly over halfway through the game now. And we're playing through as Chris. We're playing through, I think it's on the hardest difficulty. I don't know if it is actually. I was looking at this because if we go load game, the one in red, or like we've got these different colors. I'm assuming that some of those mean that they were on hard, but anyway, it's on the hardest difficulty that you could pick. We could pick at the time. And we're in the medical storage room right now. So let's kind of recap what we've done. We did the death masks. We did the residents. So we've killed the sharks. I'm finishing the residents. We killed the plant boss, which got us the helmet key. So we got the helmet key, which means we have kind of access to pretty much all the mansion. There's one room we've not got access to, and we can't quite get down to the basement yet. We've just got the elevator battery, which means we can go to the mines. Before we do that, though, we want to probably fight the snake, kill the snake, and do a couple more things. So kind of visit a couple of rooms that we've not had access to, and do a bit of mansion exploring, seeing as we're here. And then we will go to the mines, and then we'll kind of go down to the lab and then finish the game. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I was having a bit of a think about, what makes Resident Evil games so great, and I think for me, like a real thing, a real reason why they're so great, or why this game is so great, is because it always felt to me like it was a bigger game than what it actually is. This mansion. When you don't know your way around it feels like this never-ending winding corridors. And I think, on Steam, how long have I spent on this? 24 hours total, kind of on this PC version. I've played through it on the PlayStation 4. I played through it obviously on the GameCube, and also on the Wii. They did a Wii version, even though you didn't use the motion controls. So it's a game that I've played a lot of. Oh, we don't need that eye. We just don't need it. So we'll take the dagger. We're not gonna grab the eye thing. Is there anything on the side of the room? We can grab that, I guess. What I've also decided is that we're not going to save anyone this playthrough. I've played a lot of this game, but I've never actually played it as Chris, and just we'll grab the other one as well. We don't need it, but I'll grab it. One thing that so I've never played the game as Chris and actually just like not saved anyone. I've always saved at least Rebecca, if not Jill. There is an achievement you get. I think it's like every man for himself or something like that. If you play through as Chris and don't save anyone, that's not going to work, Mark. Let's play through as Chris and not save anyone. Let's just really get. Yeah, we've got both the gemstones now. Let's just really, just leave it. Just every man for himself, right? That's why those gemstones that we've just grabbed. We haven't fully explored the room apparently, even though we grabbed the gemstones, which implies that there's something else in here. It's maybe this thing. Okay, so here we go. So mail to chief security, attention chief security. This is so July '98. Estate is drawing upon us. Execute the following procedures within 1 week. Prompt actions are demanded. Alert staff to the estate and obtain raw data against stars. Collect 2 embryos of each mutated specimen samples, excluding the tyrant. Dispose of the tyrant. Ensure complete disposal of the Arclay laboratory, including all personnel and test animals. Disguise their deaths as an accident. When the above procedures are executed, report to headquarters for further instructions. If for some reason you're unable to execute the procedure by the deadline, report immediately. In case of emergency situations, report directly to extension number 5691. Good luck, Umbrella. So there we go. Umbrella are now kind of implicated on here. Have we now searched this room? Yeah, we've now searched the room fully. So yeah, we grabbed the eye. You put that eye into a so down here you'll see on this side there's that little room. Kind of there's the red door on the left. Can you see this mouse? I hope you can see this mouse. There's a little door kind of on the left side of the thing. There's a red door. You go up, you go right. It's kind of a giant F, and there's a room that we've not fully explored, a tiny room. If we use the gem on the, if you remember from yesterday, the statue's eyes, we then get an ammo disc. You need 3 ammo discs to save Jill. We're not saving anyone, so we do not care. But we are going to grab these gems anyway, because for whatever reason I cannot stop the completionist bug. But as we sit here, we can see that the doors that are red. So we can see that there's a red door over the other side, which we can go through, and there's a red door up there which we can go through. So the red door directly above us, I'm pretty sure that is what's their face? Yawn, the giant snake. Don't want to fight giant snake just yet. I want to go check out that other room first. So let's go do it. It's just on the other wing. I don't remember where the hunters are at all in this game, so there's a very high chance of action, which is nice. Crap! There's a hunter. Run! There's 2 hunters out here. Okay. We know for next time. Crikey. It's scary, isn't it? I think they're so dangerous. Like, they're incredibly dangerous. So, and obviously I'm avoiding things. So, helmet key. Use the helmet key. As soon as you go in this room, I think there's ooh, is that an embryo? It looks like Alien, like, you know, in, like, is it Prometheus, or maybe the one after Alien Covenant, where or maybe Alien 3 even, when they've got all the different, or Alien Resurrection. So many flipping Alien films, Alien Resurrection. What's this over here? It's like handwritten, it's not dated. Nothing's changed. I never thought this room I designed as an experiment would pay off like this. I can hide here safely for a while because nobody knows about the secret behind the painting, not even Sir Spencer. Painting of a mansion in the back of the art room. Cool. Some ink ribbons. Yeah, we will for now. Internal organ. Can't tell it came from a human or animal. Great. Okay, so we actually have finished exploring this room. This is the mirror room? Yeah. Yes! I was also thinking about that today. I think it's just as they lunge at you. If you then tilt the gun up, or you saw I had the gun tilted, tilt it up and pop it, you're more likely to get a headshot. I don't think it's necessarily a 100% thing. So some jewelry box, right? That's what we wanted. We wanted the jewelry box. And there's some herbs in here. We won't take the herbs because we've not got any room, because we're playing as Chris. But we know that they're here, so we can always come back if we need them. Cool stuff. Right, let's pop round. to we'll go to the we'll go through this corridor over here and check out the safe room. Just the music, it's just so good. Just kind of so many things in this game that I'm just love it. Just think it's great. I'm pretty sure we cleared this out of hunters. We did clear out hunters, didn't we? Yeah. Just the lighting, just look at that. Just the shadow, like from just the shadows and the lighting. It's really good. It's really good. And now we can throw those in there. And somewhere there. So we've got more ink ribbons now, which is good. I don't think it's the yellow gem. I think one of the gemstones we use on, might be the red one, we use on this. So let's just examine it. Nothing unusual. Round decision, approximately 4. Nothing unusual. Okay, so okay, that's why we needed the gemstones. And this is probably, in my humble opinion, the worst puzzle. I can never remember like which way this piece goes in. Arguably, it should be the easiest, because it's like a. We'll give that a whirl. Select a piece. But we do it in a room that's got some great music. They look like they go together, right? We're going to have to rearrange this a few times, I'm sure. There's only so many pieces that there can be. No. Or does that one go? No. Let's maybe pick another piece. Let's grab that one. That one feels. Maybe they go like that. But then we're at an angle. Maybe I've got the angle. I'm just enjoying the music. Right, so let's get it in, and then if we need to rotate it, we can just rotate it, right? Quit the puzzle, yes. Let's redo it. Pop. Is that maybe? Is that the wings on the left? We tried it at the top, didn't we? Or maybe like that. So the top then looks like a top. And that to me feels like it's a middle bit. You know? Yeah. Feels like it's starting to come together. Yeah, there we go. We're creating an emblem. Hopefully that was obvious to you by now. There we go. Doing this one on a speed run, I admit, like when doing a speed run, you just have a guide the whole time, so that you know exactly what you're doing, where you're going. Like, otherwise, there's just not. You're not going to be able to speed run. Let's maybe store some stuff. we're going to have to fight a hunter. I'm tempted to not save. I won't save, but we're going to go through this door. And so the room, as we go out this door, there's immediately on our right there's a room. But obviously there's also a hunter in there. Door's been repaired, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's back up. He's stuck on the thing. He's still stuck on the thing. Can I still shoot him? Yep. Get down. Stay down. We're going to have to come through this room a lot, so... Oh yeah, we'll use the emblem key on this.
Rebecca!
So hearing that Rebecca's in trouble, we're just going to ignore it. We're going to let her die. Because I want an achievement if I'm playing this game again. It is a great game. Right, there's still stuff in this room to find. Collection of... Ooh, everything's biology related. No, maybe no one's been in here. Yeah, I'm going to take the shotgun shells. Okay, still stuff to find in here. Books and everything from genetics to StarCraft. Okay, we've now fully explored it. Reload with those shells we just got. Okay, so now we've got the metal object. So if you remember down the corridor, there's a stone and metal object which we've used to open the way to the lab. Not open the way to the lab. Open the way to the residence. So we need 2 of those to open the way to the lab, the way to Lisa Trevor. In order to get the other one, we need to go to the mines, and the other one we kind of have to build it ourselves. So we can do that. But before we do that, we need to take out Yawn. But we don't need to take him out. So I'm doing this a little bit kind of my own way right now. My own way. We'll take the Magnum. Magnum rounds are so scarce, but are really... Okay, and then we'll take the key. Yeah? You guys with me? We take... No, we're going to need some more health for Yawn. So we'll take the 6 rounds of the Magnum. So we've got some spare. We've then got 36 shotgun rounds, which is, hey, that's more than enough. And then we'll take the key. We'll save now. And we'll go deal with Yawn. Use the Griffin, yes. And we're not going to save Rebecca. It's weird. I've never been such a jerk as Chris. I think because as Chris, like as Jill, you can speedrun the game. So if you're speedrunning, you know you want to be moving through everything really quickly. So you don't play with Rebecca, but you know you kind of skip things like completely. Like you don't get the shotgun. You don't get stuff like that. So we can kind of see where we want to go. Whereas playing as Chris, like you always have to be so thorough because you've got to get all the lockpick equivalents, the keys. You've not got as much space. It's a harder game. So okay, we'll go through here. So going through the door on the left, we know it takes us to 2 hunters. There has been a zombie in here. I imagine there's a hunter in here now. Where we're going is, you see that red door? That's where we're going. That's the Yawn room, and that's where we're gonna kill the giant snake. Yawn is the snake. So go in this room, run around the balcony, through the door into kind of a murderous corridor, and then go immediately right. Yeah, let's do it. That's a hunter. There he is. Get off me, you son of a... Don't hurt me. Stay down. Stay down. There's another hunter. They're both still alive. Again, pretty sure there'll be a hunter in this room, but let's skip. Okay. Okay, this is... Oh yeah, we came through here. Okay, so the knob's broken, doesn't like it'll open. Okay, so we want to be downstairs, actually. Okay, so we want to be beneath us, so we're going to have to go... Oh, we've been here. Can we go down that elevator, actually? Back to the kitchen. And then we'll come back up. Just trying to think which way it takes, you know, is the least... Pretty sure there's zombies in here. There's a zombie. Yeah, just avoid him. Which way is the least obtrusive? Alrighty, so I think that must be the way out of the yawn room. We're fine for health. How do we get into the yawn room then? Is that it? There's a door locked, so up on the 3rd floor is a red door. We'll try that. There might be a hunter. There is a hunter. Come on, you son of a gun. It's gonna get back up, it's gonna get back up. 30 shotgun shells. 31. Dead, it's definitely dead. I hate them. I'd really hate them. It's because if they jump a certain way and kind of catch your head with their arms, your head just comes off. I hate this corridor. No, this isn't the corridor I thought it was. It's just full of crows. Super spooky crows. Okay. Straight ahead. Let's go, go, go. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of tea because I think this corridor's safe. So we got the armor key earlier, if you remember. Use the helmet key. No further use of this key. Discard. Yes, always. Right, so yeah, this is above the yawn room. Okay, so we're in a corridor that leads down. So there's some health stuff there. We have got health. I want to kind of leave a slot. So it doesn't sound great. Just love, like, I know fixed camera angles will just run up and down. Fixed camera angles don't happen that often anymore, but just for creating a sense of tension, I know. Do you not feel tense? There's a giant snake. Magnum. It does make it harder to shoot things. Okay, we might see his head come around this corner. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. One magnum shot. Two magnum shots. Just keep moving, keep moving. Wait for him to rear his... Oh, that doesn't sound good. 3 magnum shots. Fangs, fangs, fangs. Just gonna run from the fangs. Reminds me of Aladdin, you know. Sorry, I don't know. Yeah. Why is it? 4 magnum bullets, so we've got 2 left. And then we're on the shotgun. 3. No, that's 5 there. Right, so this is the last magnum bullet we've got. And Chris is not completely dead. Shotgun. Gotta be a bit more liberal with it. This snake can really take a lot, can't he? Chamber of Secrets as well, anyone? Reload. Dead. A victory sip of tea. Oh, man. 6 magnum bullets. You know when, like, magnum bullet... You feel me, I'm sure you do. I want to grab that book, but I'm also aware I've got limited space for stuff. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think previously I've got... I didn't run as much. Sorry. And by not running as much, you get trapped. And he can just deck you, absolutely deck you. So yeah, positively he wasn't able to absolutely deck us, which I'm sure we're all very happy about. I'm personally very happy about. Not died yet on this playthrough actually. It's worse on the speed run because you don't save. And as I mentioned yesterday, it takes me 2 hours to speed run this game. I'm not very fast. Let's examine this book and get the Eagle of South Wolf. There we go. We have the 2 medals. We've got Medal of the Wolf, Medal of an Eagle. We got the Eagle medal yesterday, so they're essential for the. Oh, so I can't actually go back the way I came. It's all right. We'll work it out. Not back the way I came through that door. Yeah. So in the speed run, when you're an hour and 45 minutes in, you die. Turns out that's really upsetting, and leads to swearing a lot. Okay, we're not going to hang around in this corridor. It's just too spooky. Crows. Oh, the window's open. Maybe like the first time we come through here, I don't think the crows are there. They can kill you if you hang around too long. And we killed the hunter down here, didn't we? Yeah. Okay. So, we've now fully done the mansion. So we've done everything we need to do. We could go put, if you're going, oh no, you've not got the other disc. We're not going to get the other disc. Just don't care about it. Rebecca's dead. Should we, actually no. I was like, should we go look at her corpse, see if she is actually dead? But oh yeah, why not? Let's just poke our head in. There might be a hunter in here still. Yep, the hunter. Just get out. Just not going to deal with it. Don't need to. Yeah, but Rebecca's dead because I'm pretty sure if you go in there and she's still alive, it's like, Chris, will you help me? Not this time. Bex. Right. So, Magnum can go back in now. Let's put the medals together. We want the battery anyway, so we've got the battery, we've got 2 health things, we don't need 2 health things. We do need a crank. Let's go crank, and we will save the game. So now we have to venture back out once more into the breach. Right. we're going. So this is why we killed the hunter in this space, so we don't have to deal with him now. What? Oh yeah, we are going down here. I was about to be like, well, why down this way? So come down here. There's the stone and metal objects that we'll use later. We'll grab it on the way back. Yeah, we want to go straight ahead. So, if you remember, there are dogs, and we just don't want to deal with them, basically. So we will come back up here and crank the thing and fill the water. But what we've got to do is go through, put the battery in the lift that's not got a battery, come up that lift, not get poisoned. Don't be poisoned. Good, well done, Chris. Then go back, crank it, change the water, because obviously the water is blocking that over there. So there's just a lot of lifts and a lot of dogs. So when you're backtracking, so there's the battery which we put to use. So when you're having to backtrack and you're not quite 100% sure where you need to be, and there are dogs that you don't want to waste ammo on because they're dogs and they're really bad. Ah, cool. Right, see, so now we're back here, but we can use the crank over here. I think it just fades to black. I don't think you get the same cutscene that you got before. Yeah, fades to black, and you hear the sound of Poseidon. The sound of the waterfall seems to have stopped. Right, cool. So now that's for the water you can't get through. Oh man, this game, like, just atmospherically and just so good. Just so good. I clearly really love this game. I think it's why I'm really sad about... Get off me! Get off me. I can say it, you son of a bitch. Or you bitch. Bugger off. Bugger off. Just go away. Bastard. Okay. Yeah. Unnecessary, but screw you. Why did I waste the ammo? It's got angry. Just look at that atmosphere. Just the trickling of the water, Welcome to the mines. There's a typewriter and item box. We're not going to go down there yet. We're going to go over this way first. A large boulder blocks the way. There are bloodstains underneath the boulder. Hunters. No, it's just another door. Okay, I vaguely remember this. So it looks like a handgun magazine there on the floor. Okay, we're going to back up. We're going to back up. That's what we're going to do. More handgun ammo. We have got room for some, so let's take it. I am kind of tempted to switch to the handgun at this point, having should have just used the flipping handgun on the... Didn't have it. Not on the zombies, on the those bloody dogs. Those bloody dogs. But doesn't matter. We don't need it right now. We've got to get the other bit for it, and then we can do it. So I'm not gonna. I figure I can just grab that when I when I go there, rather than now. There are quite a few insta-kill zones in here. So there's an item box and typewriter. This is going to tell me what that hole is hexagonal. Yeah, so I have to go the other way anyway. So let's save. Let's grab the ink ribbon. So what gun do I use? Do I use the handgun? I'm going up against hunters in close range. I've not got that. I'm going to need to use the shotgun. What did I just? Yeah, that's the right thing. No, you want that. Cool. Well, at least now if we die in any of the instant death zones, we don't have to deal with, don't have to do anything like that. I don't think I need the square crank right now. I need the hexagonal one. So let's leave that there. If we need to backtrack, we can backtrack. There's no harm in backtracking. So a large boulder blocks the way. Oh yeah, we've already been up here. So that boulder will eventually move, I think. Or one of them does. Might not be that one. So, and in this one we want to continue. So we know that there's the thing over there, but let's just ignore it for now. Go through this door. So again, like doing this on when you speedrun it, you know you can instantly die many times here.
Enrico, don't come any closer, Chris. What happened?
Strong mustache.
Double crosser. Enrico, wait. Enrico! Umbrella. Enrico!
Well, we obviously read a lot of negative things about Umbrella.
Crosser.
It's the guy in the sunglasses. You kill him at the end of the 5th game. I think in fairness to Wesker, the other games don't have a lot to do. It's the work of a professional. It's Wesker, mate. It's the guy who wears sunglasses inside. Wait, he's holding something. Will you take the crank? So yeah, you got to examine, because you know, with both of the cranks, it's hexagonal. So examine the end shape like a hexagon. So now we've got that, we can go back and back up. Stay down. We're on dark caution. Probably take one more hit. I really don't like the way he's clutching his side though. He still, the thing is, he still moves as fast. In Resident Evil 3, the remake, when Jill takes damage, she, okay, that's a hunter. Okay, cool. We're good. In Resident Evil 3, when Jill takes lots of damage, she does move slowly. So you then, there's a bit on the hardest difficulty where you have to run away from something. You've got six bullets and 6. So if you don't have full health at that point, you literally lose the game, which is really not a lot of fun. So I think we need to crank again. Oh, there's a herb which I just left. take the green herb? Yes, I will take the green herb. Okay, I've got a lot of green herbs, so well, not a lot, I've got enough. So I'm pretty sure, because I'm on caution, if I combine those two and yeah, there we go. Back on our feet, aren't we, Chris? Well, not that we were on our arse. Yeah, so it's literally if you don't have full health, like you die at that point, and if you're not on any healing, you can't progress any further in the game, which I always felt wasn't great. Of course, I'll take the flamethrower. So you take the flamethrower, door locked, so you can only use it in this area. Don't know why I'm pressing shift as much as I am. Pretty sure something bad happens now. Yep. Run, 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 run. Not dead. A little bit shaken, but not dead. So I think that now, yeah, unlocks something on the other side. Yeah, so we are literally just looking for stuff. Yes, I'll take the shotgun shells. Thank you. And then this, it knocks the thing down, which opens this door. There's a big spider. I thought we were more rooms before this. I didn't realise it was quite so quick. Not close enough. She really hits you far. Oh good, that killed her. I'm out of ammo. Just like that. Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead. There's another spider in here. I will right now, yes, because I can use it on this. And I don't have to waste any ammo. We're not going to go through this, by the way. We're going to turn around and GTFO. Killed the spider. Black tiger. Crap, there's a bad guy right there. Of course, why would you not spawn Hunter immediately after a boss fight? Not equip. Okay. So I don't think Jill gets to use the flamethrower. So that's, yeah, I guess effectively we just had a boss fight without having to use any ammo. Which is positive. Still need the crank, don't need the knife. Silver finger ribbons. Save successful. Okay. Black Mamba, Black Tiger, Black, forget what the name is. Still get some more water. I think it's a good moment having just done 2 bosses, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hello. So yeah, I don't think I hydrated enough yesterday. I think that was the main problem for me. I just felt really tired by the end of the session, which is okay. It's okay to be really tired, but it's also kind of sad. Oh well, the stream is further ahead, like it's before I walked away. I was just going to check that my mic is still working, but let's just assume that it is, and I'll check in on that in a couple minutes. Righty-ho. So we need to go down that elevator. That's the key thing for us. That's the key next step. So you're running the wrong way, which is cool. Okay, I can see myself take my headset off. Okay. Oh, there's the door. That was covered in awesomeness. Right. So we know that that's the only door, but obviously we want to go that way. Right, it's now working. Yep. My mic is working. That's good. You can hear what I'm saying. That's kind of one of my biggest fears now. Yeah, I'll take it. So we've got this in case we get poisoned, or in case we were poisoned by black mamba, which we aren't. We aren't poisoned. No. Yeah, my main fears is kind of doing this and just the mic not working. Okay, what's down here? Is that thing? Vaguely remember this? Oh yeah, you got to turn this. I think you got to turn it like 3 times. Let's have a quick look. What was that? Give us. Means we can walk it. Yeah. Turn it a few times. I think we want that hole to be that way. That gap even. I was just like, do I run forwards or do I run backwards? I'm really glad I ran forwards. Okay. No, there's still stuff to be found up here, so what was behind the thing? It's going to be like a giant lid, isn't it? First aid. Yes, I'll take the first aid box. What's inside? Is an actual first aid spray, which is useful. Okay, we've got 1 inventory slot. I know this one. So he's got to do some pushing, basically. Do some manual work. Alright. And try and not run over that in the middle. It's not necessary to use this now, apparently. But I've positioned my character slightly differently. It is the right time. So, because it's against the wall, for whatever reason, in video games, sometimes you can't pull things. I think in Zelda you can, can't you? In Ocarina of Time. But, yeah, Chris can't pull things anyway, so he has to push it against the wall, and then he can get the other side of it. Do that. And now we just need it to be facing the other way, but we put it on this platform, and it turns. So, and now we push it off the platform, which I think then rotates Chris, of course. I can't move Chris while he's being rotated, and then we've got to get the other side of it again. I wasn't that big on Resident Evil 7, but I haven't played it for a very long time, so that's one that I might give another go. Okay, that worked. Whereas Resident Evil 3, like I think I actually really liked. It's just it wasn't worth 50 quid. I think is my main problem with it. But it was very entertaining. Resident Evil 2 was phenomenal. And Resident Evil 4 was just great. But Resident Evil 7 again, I think it is a mansion, and maybe playing that soon after playing this one, we'll get the similarities. Yeah, I could play in isolation. Did that work? There we go. Now I got the elevator bar. Because why would you not store your cylinder in a super creepy room, you know, full of weirdness? If you had an underground mine at your mansion, that makes sense. You imagine doing maintenance, like, oh Jeff, where's the cylinder, you know, for the shaft? Oh, it's in, do you know that room, the one with the statue? The one with the statue, yeah. Like, oh, what you got to do is you got to push it around a bit, and then, like, why did you not just leave it in the electrical shed or something? I don't know. Why is everything always mega complex? Yeah, so we're going to go, there's an item box over here. So, ditch that. I don't think I'm going to save, kind of running low on ink ribbons. And when saving is a finite resource, you don't want to waste it. You can replay from the last save. So, yeah, this way. So, we didn't grab the shaft, but we have now got the space to grab the shaft. It's actually called a shaft. I know you're probably laughing every single time I'm saying shaft. 4, 2, 3, 1. Four, 2, 3, 1. Ta-da! So okay, that's now been restored. So we can jump on and press the elevator switch. I'm pretty sure there's a cutscene at that moment when you play as Jill, but well, I guess like there might be a cutscene, but we let Rebecca die, so doesn't make sense. So what have we got over here? Oh yeah, I remember this. There's a broken flamethrower, right? Iron box in case we need space, but we've got everything we need. Okay, we're going to have an encounter with Lisa Trevor. I think that's fine. I'm pretty sure no matter which way you run here, so we want to get to that door, which is the other side of here. I think no matter which way you run, left or right, she spawns. So if we run left, there she is. Lisa Trevor. And you can't kill her, so yeah. I do love the water effects, like, and just the sounds, like it feels echoey, you know, like, or the sound does echo, so so it feels like there's more going on. There actually is. So stick this on the thing. And then we press the button and it goes away. Just didn't let me move until it's completed for video game reasons. So we now have to run to the other side. And again, I think she spawns no matter which way you run. If you go right, it's really easy to get turned around. Yeah, so, well, we went left, which means we now have to go right. Some herbs. So, yeah, we hug. So, that's why I keep on kind of pressing M, because otherwise you can just really easily get turned around. And to get turned around when she takes half your health with one hit, not worth it. Press the M button. Again, I think that's another, like I love the fixed camera angles. I've said that in this game. I do think they work really well. Look, the box is here. Let me just check where we're pushing it to. Pushing it around. So, yeah. I think they do a lot for atmosphere, and I think they're done really well. But even though they're done really well, I don't think they're good for video games in general. Like, I don't think every horror game needs them. I don't think there's a purity to them. I think like this is them done really well, and you know, even though they're done really well, they're incredibly annoying. Come. A garbage compactor. So there was a flamethrower in that box, which we obviously broke. Which is fine. So we need it. So in the Lisa Trevor corridor of crazy, there's a stand for a flamethrower. So now we need to go back in that room, find the stand for the flamethrower, then pull the lever, which will then unlock the door. So let's give this a whirl. We might get hit by Lisa Trevor. I just hate the sound of her. Right. So there's the lever, right next to Trevor. If we run down here, there's the door. Do I have to some kind of mechanical look? Gotta pull the lever. Which unlocks the hook. There she is, so we can then run back. Might get hit in the face. Nope, she's not here. And there's this special something. Being hit by her. It's good. She's less scary than she used to be. This is freaky. Imagine Chris just like, oh man, all the weird things I've seen, and then just steps in like, oh my goodness, this just got horrible. So this is Lisa's room. This is closed with old beat up dolls and used candles. Fires died out, which shows signs of these. Can you light the fire? No, we can't. This is Lisa's. So, there is stuff that we need to, there's an item that we need to get in here. I think it's, oh man, there are going to be snakes in that water, aren't there? Don't think it's in here. I've not kind of seen anything we can pick up. So she's kind of built, like, we've got all the candles down, she's kind of built like a stack of chairs. And lots of cobwebs, but I guess there has been a giant spider living down here, so you're going to get cobwebs. Oh, Lisa, that's messed up. Snakes. Jewelry box. Very easy to run straight past that thing. Oh. It just didn't, there's no puzzle to it. Stone ring. I family picture and notes. There's something written on the back. So November 10th, 1967. So that's Trevor. No, George Trevor, Mummy Trevor, and Lisa Trevor in the middle. So virus administered. Jessica administered virus type A. Plasmolizing of tissue during cell activation. Virus fusion, negative, action disposed. Lisa administered virus type B. Positive but delayed fusion. Body modification, observed constant results. Status, continued protective observation. George, action terminated. It's a journal left by someone. So November 14th, 1967. I feel dizzy after the shot they gave me. I don't see Mum. Where did they take her? She promised that we would escape together. Did she escape alone and leave me behind? I found Mum. We ate together. I was very happy, but she was a fake, not my real Mum. Same face but different inside. Have to find Mum. Have to give face back to Mother. I got Mum's face back. Nobody can have my Mum except me. I attach her face to me so she doesn't go away, because Mum's sad when I meet her without her face. From inside box, scent of Mummy, maybe true Mother there. Stone box hard, it hurts. Steel rope it in the way. Can't see Mother because 4 stones. So, what it's hinting at, so she's found she's found the grave, well the coffin, and there are 4 stones, and we're going to go do this in a moment. And you push the stones off, and it pulls off the top of the coffin, so that Lisa can see her Mum. So it's not Lisa's fault that she's flipping, been injected with this virus. So a young girl, various scenes from her upbringing. Is there anything else to find in here? There might be more upstairs. The bed is still warm. So this is where Lisa's been hanging out. Is there anything in this corner? Family photo, mother-in-law seems to be pretty close. Yeah. So George is the guy whose journals we found, and we jumped in his grave. Mummy is Mummy. So some herbs here. Oh yeah, just in case you get poisoned, I guess. By the things. We don't need the herbs. I would be tempted to grab the green one, but I don't know where this comes up, so I do know where this comes out. We're back in Lisa's apartment, in Lisa's place. So we've got the thing. What happens if I take that out and combine it? Stone and metal object. Boom. Okay. We're gonna have to go see Lisa. So we're going to save before fighting her, so I'm kind of tempted to not save now. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna. So yeah, we're now in her spooky cabin. I wonder if we'll just run into anyone. There's still the zombie's still here. Look, I just ignore him. You'll be fine. Didn't even turn his head. It's fair game, I guess. Okay, naked zombie. No, he's still wearing some clothes. Just run quickly. I mean, just like the gore effects are pretty rough, right? I know this is a graveyard. There's the fat zombie. Again, like their clothes have rotted, which implies that they were in the graves and have emerged. Yeah, it's so there is. I think it's stuff like that which is environmental storytelling a little bit, and the story's told mostly through journals and things. And the story is we need to grab this now. So now we have 2 stolen metal objects. The story is good, isn't it? Like it's not awful. It's your typical sci-fi nonsense, but I guess like the Lisa Trevor arc, which wasn't in the original game, or I don't remember it from the original game. It's been a while since I played that. Like it adds like there's a real, for me anyway, there's a real sense that Lisa is just a victim in this. Like she's like George moved his family here. He got caught up in something bigger than him, and he died, or he was killed. His wife got the virus, and it didn't agree with her, so she died. And Lisa got the virus, and it did agree with her, like too much, and they just kind of kept her around and experimented on her to create this virus, or to create the the next level of the virus, which is just sad. So, yeah, we'll open the super creepy door. So, I think that's a typewriter. Well, I think there's an item box just down. Yeah, there's an item box. So, we aren't going to fight her, but we might take a couple of hits. Oh. So, I will take the shotgun with me still. I want to take the medals for the room immediately afterwards. It's not typewriter, you can save your progress. Yes. Go on. There we go, save successful. Anyway, for me, it's interesting that on the PlayStation 1, he couldn't tell the story he wanted to tell, the director. And then, on the GameCube, he has this opportunity to there's just the leap was that big. Whereas I feel like the technology leaps between consoles these days aren't. I mean, don't get me wrong, like they look great, but they're just different, aren't they? You're not going to create a new genre. There's VR, but VR's different. Okay. And here we go. Candles, Chris, shotgun, boom. I'm a member of Stars. Down we go.
You're a bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
So, West to get out of my way. So there she is. These are the 4 stones that are in the way. Trying to get her. She does jump. Come on, push, Chris, push the. Okay, maybe he needs to get the other side of it. She's pretty awful. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. And now she can see her mummy. She can grab Mummy's face and
I'll
jump
investigate
down.
this area a little further.
You're obviously the bad guy, Wesker. You're wearing sunglasses. You can't see anything in this room. It's like candles and one light. That's it. Just chains. Oh, poor Lisa. So, and again, because of the, I guess, the complexity of the level design, in a way, you can totally, like, you could now go kill Yawn. Like, we could have done the mines the moment we got the, what's it called? The elevator battery. but we didn't have to. So we kind of finished the mansion, and then we went and did, and then we did your cool cutscene. Yeah, you know, we finished the mansion, and then we came. Oh, the door's over there. And then we did Yawn, and then we did the mines, and then we did Lisa. So you know, it's interesting because you can reach that point and then be like, oh man, I need to get these medals I didn't even realise I needed to get them, and then you end up very confused, and you have to look at the map and kind of do more exploration. It's an exploration game, isn't it? It's a game about working out where you have and haven't been. So that door is locked. Ink ribbon on the floor. And our item box, so let's grab both. I think there might be some kerosene somewhere around here. If there is, I'd be tempted to take the thing with me. Guess we save. We've killed Lisa. We didn't kill her. She killed herself after we showed her the face of her dead mum. I'm sure it's better. In a way. 8 saves left. Kerosene. Yeah, I'll fill up the thing. We're going to want to burn bodies. We're not going to want to burn the bodies up here. This is the kind of the top level of the lab, even though we've come down. And then there's about half left. The weird thing is, like on easier difficulties, you obviously get more kerosene. So we don't care too much about these ones, but still we want to blow their heads off if we can. No, that didn't work. In the eye. Chris just stood there. Don't care. Okay, well he's not getting back up. Are they on the stairs? No, they're not on the stairs. Okay, I blew one head off and one arm. No, because I'm not saving Jill. Oh man, I'm gonna have to come back here. Do you think like they're touching? Do you think they're touching enough that if I set them on fire, it will get rid of both of them? Now think about this 3 mark. There's a couple of zombies downstairs you want to kill. Also, you're gonna have to come back here, and if they're all crimson heads, come on, burn both of them. Burn, baby, burn. To the next. Okay, we're gonna burn both of them. And then run into the fire twice. Why not? Okay, and now when we come, I'll grab the herbs as well. So then when we come back up these stairs, we might have a crimson head in the guy who's down over here, who we're just about to run past on the way back. But it doesn't matter. Because we're not gonna have to fight him. Or if he does become a crimson head, we can hopefully navigate to where we need to go faster. I've really not taken that much damage. I mean, look at all those flipping herbs. Does any remain? Not a single drop. So this guy will be dead on the floor. So he'll come back. That door's locked electronically, so we're going to have to go downstairs. Now the zombies in this corridor are key to being killed. Yes! Legit dead. Look at his leg. Not quite sure what I was waiting for then, but I was waiting for something. Just got my timing all wrong. 2 knives in his head. His head's gone. Just gonna loop around and check there's no more zombies in here, because we might be able to go up and burn the other one. Yeah, boom. Go burn the other guy. And then we're not gonna have any Crimson Heads to worry about. Which is great. Unless he turns into a Crimson Head already. Let's burn him. It won't be that quick. Get Chris enjoying the fire. Okay. So yeah, because we blew one head off, we had just enough. Let's get rid of to ditch everyone. It's interesting for me, like, kind of like, as a viewer, are more Crimson Heads more exciting? I don't know. Like, we've been really lucky to not have that, you know, to have so many headshots like this round. Maybe it's Chris though. Maybe because Chris is, you know, that is the benefit. He can take more damage. He's better with guns. Is the argument, right? So, it's got nothing to worry about really. I'll take the first aid box. Why the hell not? Spray. No, herbs. 2 green herbs. So, if we were saving Jill, we need 3 ammo discs. We didn't get the one in the mansion. You can get 2 here. We've already seen one. They then unlock those 3 locks. At the end of the game, you come here, you save her. We're not going to bother with that because we don't care. Oh no, wait, there's another door in there I ignored. Oh yeah, so this is a puzzle, and you grab the X-ray things and you get passwords, but yeah, they're fairly obvious passwords. I remember them, I think. Cell, John, Ada. My dearest Ada, by the time of this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came back today, and as I suspected, it came out positive. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of reason, just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything not to have become one of them. As far as I know, you are not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up a terminal in the small security room so you can log into the system using my name and your name as the password, so John and Ada. You will need another password to release the lock on the door in the basement level 2 where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I've coded the password in the X-ray picture. I know you, and I'm sure you'll be able to work it out without any trouble. It's Cell. I'm pretty sure it's Cell. There's one more thing, and it's my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state. If you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. John, Ada. So, there we go. We don't have to do the thing. We know it's Cell. We know. Is that cheating to not do the puzzle even though you know? I guess you play through a game so many times, you do know the answers, right? It's so nice to walk through a corridor and not have to worry about zombies. Right, magnum ammo on the floor. Yeah, I'm going to take the magnum ammo. For the tyrant. password. So you can't just type it in, you have to, because it was a console game. Log in as John Eder. We've verified who we are. The password, which is from the puzzle we didn't do, but oh. So we've unlocked that room. We've unlocked that room as well. There we go. This is telling me there's still stuff to find in here. So look at them. So you can see the first one there. Just the bodies of the things. Yeah, I'll take the first aid box. Still more to find. So I mean, hopefully there's some more magnum ammo. There's a green herb inside. Great. No, let me grab the thing. I will take the flash grenade. Still more. Cadavers are frozen, wrapped in body bags. Cavaliers? Cadavers. Cadavers? The dead bodies. Cavaliers. Oh, here we go. Researchers note. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transforms and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutates into a humanoid creature. We call them V-Acts. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. All four researchers have died for trying to feed it, turning the place to an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we've started to call its kind Crimson Heads. A dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left there. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement of the backyard cemetery. So that's the guy we dealt with. So they froze it and then decided, hey, we're just going to put some death masks in there. So that's how you can... It's crazy. Right. So we unlocked the AV room. We're going to have to run back to the... I'm glad we did burn that guy, because we had to run straight past and run back to the item box before going in that room. Which is cool. Do that. Right. Box. Magnum ammo. Do we have any more magnum ammo? We do. Don't need the herb. Don't need the herb. We could save. Let's save when we're at the other side of this. There's another save space soon. Right. First aid spray on the table. Ammo disc over there. No, we won't. So this is the AV room. Shotgun shells. Shotgun shells. Yeah, let's take the shotgun shells. Security protocols. Heliport is for executive use only. It's prohibited. The elevators stop showing emergencies. All other access to the Zeta room must be cleared by Keto. Prison sanitation divisions. Triple lock door. Oh yeah, the prison, which is where Jill is, and we're going to let her die, so that's fine. Tyrant T-Virus. It's legible thereafter. Right. Passcode terminal. Yeah, we don't know the answer to that. Trying to remember. It might be another room we need to go to to then get the passcode entry, because that opens that door. Let's be right back. Be back in 2. Hey, sorry about that. The downside of staying super hydrated means that sometimes you just step away from it. Okay. I do not remember the code to that room. Does it matter? I don't think so. Just pressing F. Let's grab the first aid spray, and we'll come back, I'm sure. So there's a disc behind us, which I don't care about. It might actually only open one of the places you can submit a disc to save Jill, to help Jill. Even. So which other room did I unlock? I unlocked this room over here. Cool. Make a zombie. Yes! Booyah. I don't think you can see things, by the way. I've never yeah, I'll take the slides. I've never found myself steady or open it. Is that the fuel capsule? Ah, we need to get the fuel capsule later. Looks like a refueling device. And there's a... So, this is, interestingly, this is the thing, you put the MO discs and you can save Jill. We're not going to do that. In the original GameCube game, that was a GameCube. So you grabbed GameCube discs and you put them in there. So have a quick look. So this is to the Sanitation Division. Attention, managers. Contents of facts are confidential. Intended for the named address it any copying, blah blah blah. Disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party forbidden. Contents, it must be destroyed immediately. We expect a significant increase in damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half of the research has been affected by the T-virus and died. It's also been reported that almost all of the survivors of this incident are starting to show symptoms of T-virus infection. It's a bit awkward. Imagine that you were working in a research lab in Wuhan. Someone's emailing me and telling me that there's a job in Manchester. I'm not looking for work right now, but that's cool. Second concern, our secret security patrol has also been completely eradicated. Secret security. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there's a high possibility that most of the specimens are loose inside this compound. Yeah, pretty obvious. We expect many casualties. However, yet unfortunately, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. So yeah, I took measures against STARS. So this is the refueling room. So, and there was a zombie in it that, if we hadn't blown his head off, would be a real problem. So that's cool. Right, so that's done. We've got the slides, right? So let's pop back upstairs. Okay, where's the projector? There's the projector. Proper thing. Bioorganic weapon. Official report from Umbrella. So, okay, so the dogs are called Cerberus. Neptune is the name of the that's the shark we killed. Hunter, you know, called Hunters, but those things are annoying. And Tyrant, which we've not fought yet. Bioorganic Weapons Research Group. Development staff. Got those fine people. Just don't mess with this stuff like Corona. Seriously. 8462 strikes me as the numbers for this thing. For this thing. For this thing. There you go. 8462. Bump, bump, bump. Unlock the door. Fantastic, and we get the key. Yes, we'll take the laboratory key. Some sort of image editing equipment. It looks like you can use it to view Chaos film. Let's view the film. Why not?
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Voice access. Nice. It would feel it would feel worse if it was if it had better voice acting, right? As it is, that voice acting is bad. This has been a really fun game to play. We need to ditch some of this extra stuff, don't we? A really fun game to play, kind of in lockdown, birthday time. It's nice. It's nice to do something a bit different. Should we save? I feel like, yeah, we should probably save at this point. It's been nice to, yeah, I mean, I guess I say do something different, play through this game multiple times, but, you know, play a game really like as Chris on the harder difficulty setting. Let's also just examine this key. It's an old typewriter, you can save progress. We've saved a lot. 20 saves is quite a... But I guess it feels like each time... Again, I'm streaming this, like I don't really want... You know, if you're watching this just to kind of feel nostalgic for a game you'd enjoyed playing, like, why would you want to rewatch massive chunks? I mean, other than the fact that that's what you had to do the first time you played the game, right? It's a hard game. Okay, so it goes to the power bit, which is one of those two doors. I think it's the door on the bottom right, but we'll just check both because we're on the way anyway. Oh, use the keys to the power area. Can I unlock this one? Oh, cool. Can open both with the same key. So I've quick look at it. Chimera thing. I don't think I need to do this because I'm not saving anyone. But you can creep through that way, basically. You can hear footsteps. Zombie over there. Zombie over there. Let's ignore both of them for now. Ah. We have just saved the game. Oh, there's an equipment there, but we can save it again. Why not, eh? I think when I knew Nemesis was coming out and that he could get into save rooms, I was worried that it would ruin the atmosphere of save rooms because it's like a warm blanket. You know, you just wrap yourself up now. Alas, it's we are going to save again just because we've got the ingredients. I know that might adversely affect my rating, but this room has the music, so now if we die, this is where we come back. Come back to a room that has awesome music. But yeah, like I think there's something about just the save room music in Resident Evil that just makes it awesome. Okay, so we want to go down this way. It's going to be a bad guy. Okay, I've got these things. No, don't throw up on me. Bite me. Please bite me. I want you to bite me. Because then I stick that in there. So there's no there are two naked zombies. I mean, watch this guy's head explode. No, it's gonna go off camera. Then it's gonna explode. That really hurt. That almost killed me. Worth it. That's the cool thing about defensive items is that, you know, you can do that. The negative is, okay, chimeras. Stay down. Stay down! Boss steward. Okay. Yes, we will. So he's dead. Okay, right. So both of those guys are dead. They're not going to become Crimson Heads. All the guys in this corridor are dead. They're not going to become Crimson Heads. So we can now. Have I gone in there? Yeah, I have. We can now go to the refueling room and refuel. I think this was the refueling room. No, wrong. I'm really so grateful for the guy who did the mod to get rid of the door animations, because seriously that would have been incredibly annoying to watch. Looks like a refueling device. Set the capture in place. So the main ingredient of this fuel appears to be a nitro compound. Running can result in fatal explosion. So we're not going to run. But running, getting hit, shooting the gun, all these things, which is why it was so important to make sure that we're not going to run into anyone down here. That's the key thing. And this is the moment that I lost the game. Last time I played, got all this way, kind of very close to the end of the game, and got hit by the chimera thing that I killed on the way to the capsule, and that was it. Game over. Didn't cry. Of course not. Well, who's saying I cried? Okay, I hear one, but I did just kill the one down here. So if the other one's coming, hopefully, yeah. It was the one that we killed down here who killed me before. There we go. Now we can run. I think with those guys, just ignoring them, other than the one that we had to kill, was fine. So, the door is this way. Spooky creepy crawlies, right. Lapis trust mechanism, it's huge. We now have power to the main elevator. Those things are pretty horrible. Another downside of that bit is you can get lost and then you end up in a never-ending, you know, and then you get, if you're carrying the fuel caps when you get lost, then you're very dead. Magnum revolver. Ink ribbon. I don't remember what the reload animation is for the Magnum, actually. Let's watch it. It's pretty cool. Just look how big that gun is. I'm pretty sure when Jill uses it, like, it actually staggers her back. I don't know if it does with Chris. I was too busy shooting the giant snake to notice anything in particular. Okay, so I think we need an inventory slot. So, well, I don't want a handgun. It's time to take more health. It's not. We've just saved. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how it goes. We've got one healing thing. We've taken very little damage this run through, so... It isn't working. Switch. Oh. Why did it not just let you... Why do you have to press the switch? Yes, I will take shotgun shells. Alrighty. Here we go.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks.
Such cheesy action.
Since when, Wesker?
Since when?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused.
Might be a bullet. Well,
I've always been with Umbrella.
Of course you have.
And stars were Umbrella's. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed Enrico with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
Such
Enrico? Yes. I'm a fair man. I'll destroy all of you Stars along with this entire place.
You.
Time for show and tell. Get up.
That's a Tyrant. Tell from its big heart. And sharp claws.
The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Everyone says like a perfect organism in Alien. All those
Wesker,
things.
you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
So gonna kill them. Well, obviously he's not actually dead because it's a Resident Evil game.
Come on, you test tube freak.
Run, run, run! You're flipping kidding me if that was it. That was it. But disappointed by that, let's read what Wesker has. Discovered the G virus was in fact 21 years after the administration of the primogenitor virus. The prototype parasite which we had delivered from our laboratory in France was administered to a sample specimen. They took it on. The lack of any reaction was an unsolved mystery, but now it's clear to me the prototype parasite was incubating the samples. The specimen's body was 21 years, then from the incubating state, the prototype suddenly mutated, evolved, maybe a more appropriate way to describe it. This observation gave me more insight than my research. Through further modification testing, I was able to derive a method to create that G that surpassed the performance of the T. This was the breakthrough that would change the future of the BOW's history. I can't wait to see the look on Alexi's annoying face when I finally announce my research, but unfortunately I have to wait a few more years to completely verify my findings. William Birkin, Bill, who is the kind of main bad guy of Resident Evil 2. So that's pretty cool. I'm just really disappointed that fight was literally like all that build up, all that stuff. Just for nothing, really. Well, not for nothing, for not a lot. Like, the thing is as well, because we're not saving Jill. We're not gonna have a showdown with him on the roof. Like, I don't think that happens when you don't save Jill. It doesn't happen in the speedruns where you don't save Chris. So yeah, be surprised if it happens now. So, that's great. How do I get out of here now? It's very dead. Without Rebecca coming and telling me what to do, I've genuinely forgotten. Okay, so Jill's not coming. Alright, so we can't go through that door. Maybe go through the emergency door on the way out? Maybe? We'll give that a whirl. Or it might be the main door. We'll give them both a whirl, see what happens. We now need to get out anyway. We understand the conspiracy. There we go, we use the laboratory key here. Here we go. Don't need any more health, really.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat,
This is your last chance. Are you gonna jump at me? No. No. Oh, there's this signal rockets on the floor, which I won't have room for. Can't carry more stuff. Use a herb I don't need. Oh yeah, so this is a common Resident Evil trick. It makes you pick up something to then use immediately, but it makes sure you've then got an empty slot. So now cutscenes to going upstairs. It makes sure that for what would be normally the rooftop showdown, you have a spare slot so you can pick up some stuff. But so now we take the signal rockets, run over here. I don't know, do we just use them straight away? Yeah. So what happens if you save Rebecca and Jill is so the tyrant's not actually dead. It follows you up here. Well, you set the self-destruct as well, and it follows you up here. Because we've not done that, we've not got the rooftop showdown. So there's Chris. And there's me unlocking the achievement, every man for himself, because Chris has not saved anyone. But that's the end of the game. It feels a little bit hollow. Maybe it's a little hollow to me, because I like the rooftop showdown, but I've not got the achievement, so yeah, makes sense to get the achievement. And it doesn't blow up. Just shows you the mansion. Yeah, you were there. But yeah, that has been emotional. We've headshotted a lot of zombies. I got angry at a dog. And we endured some pretty bad voice acting. Didn't save Jill. She's still trapped. Rebecca died to a hunter. Wesker is lying on the floor. But we were in the helicopter, so like we were okay. What does that mean? So that's Resident Evil. And now it's the credits. So obviously a lot of people worked on this game. So that's Resident Evil as Chris. It's as Jill, it's a much easier experience. Although to burn zombies, as Jill, you have to carry both the lighter and the fuel. So it takes up 2 slots, but you have 8 slots. So you got a lot more going for you. It's got a great atmosphere to the mansion. I don't know, for me it's an all-time classic. You kind of can't really put a score on it. I rarely replay games. Like, it's one of my things actually. I kind of tend to play a game and then not, just drop it and be like, yeah, I've experienced that. Exceptions being like maybe a game like Dishonored, where if you play it a second time, like to not kill anyone, or just to try like a different character in Dishonored 2, like I'll do that, and I'll kind of they're fairly short games, like 4 hours. This is a longer game, especially if you don't know things. I'm kind of tempted to skip this, but I think we're at the end. It's giving me the big company logos. It was made with all this technology. There's Wesker holding a Jill. Lots of action scenes. Shinji Mikami. So yeah, this was the game he wanted to make, and he made it. Capcom do good games. I mean, they do some crap as well, but
Chris, you did a fine job.
yeah. So we killed 71 creatures. We used quite a lot of ammo. 10 health items. 5 hours, 21 minutes. That's not bad as playthroughs go. So now play with features from the prototype version. We also have mode unlock. Item boxes are no longer connected, meaning what items can you can only take things back from there. Weapon aiming being manual is probably the worst bit, the second point. The prototype only features unavailable in the visual. I have a closet key. Ooh, I can change Chris's costume. And then I've cleared the game again. Cool. So we'll look at his
Resident Evil.
his new costume together. Oh, look at that! What a boss. Jill does have one. If I load the Jill cleared his data, I think she's got a really dumb costume.
Resident
I don't know why I'm picking hard. We're not gonna do that. So yeah, here you go. Just why. Okay. Well, it's been fun. Thank you for watching. The second half was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. But you see here anyway, yeah, real survival mode, invisible enemy mode, and things like that. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Yeah, just under 2 hours to finish the second half. And see you soon. Thanks again.